Hello once again everyone, I am playing with MahWii with another video game gameplay video. This time it's Rollercoaster Tycoon for the PC. Now, as you can see immediately on your screen, I am playing the OpenRCT2 version of this game. And I introed it as Rollercoaster Tycoon because I am going to be playing the included Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 campaign missions, which are in fact included in Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, which is very convenient, to be honest. Yes, you do actually have to own the game in order to play this, so, you know, we're not doing anything illegal, no illegal operations here that are going to get us shut down. But yeah, be that as it may, I'm going to be jumping into the Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 campaigns. Every time I stare at this title screen sequence, I feel incredibly bad at the game. Because I'm like, oh my god, whoever designed these parks is an absolute, like, a genius at designing. Like, how do you even come up with all of this stuff? How do you do this? How do you get your park to look this amazing? I've never done it myself, but I do like playing this game. So, also, yeah, the thematic stuff is so nice. Anyway, alright, let's get into the game. Enough prattling. So we're going to be starting off with the very first one, Forest Frontiers. For whatever reason, I have been playing this game recently. Well, that's not the for whatever reason, but for whatever reason, I've been doing the Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 campaign scenarios. As you can see, boop, 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 boop. I did all the beginner and challenging parks. I was thinking about starting off with this one, but I thought for the sake of this gameplay video and just making things simple and, you know, move quickly, I'm going to just do the RCT1. Now, this is a classic campaign mission. This is obviously the very first one that you start off with. And I've played this one a number of times, but it's been a little while. And in starting Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, after picking up this game after such a long time, I learned quite a number of things that I didn't know before. For example, you can just max out your cash loan, and it really has no negative effect, which is very good. So the mission for this particular campaign was to have at least 250 guests in your park at the end of October year 1 with a park rating of at least 600. Both of those things are incredibly simple to do, which is, again, why this is a beginner type deal. Now, a couple of things that you actually can do while paused is, like I showed, the loan. You can go crazy with the loan while the game is paused. And you can actually begin advertising campaigns. I don't think I'm going to do that much. And then, yeah, we'll just do this. I don't even know how much, like, the entrance is. Oh, it's free. Amazing. Okay, well, there you go. Free admission. It's now free. Forever. For everyone. So, yeah, I think, you know what? I think with that in mind, I should probably not make it free. All right. And the other thing you can do is hire staff. Let's get one of everybody. Actually, I should probably get 2 of these. Handymen are incredibly useful for cleaning up messes and spills and litter and everything all over the ground. And the mechanics are needed for when the rides break down and need servicing or just need, you know, general looking over. Now, a couple of tips that I've found recently is one good thing to get into a habit of is building a gentle ride. Whoops. Whoops. I forgot the game was paused. Building a gentle ride. And yeah, we'll just put the entrance here and the exit here. Building a gentle ride, and then a thrill ride, and then a roller coaster, and then repeating the process, which I found works exceptionally well in doing what you need to do. Yeah, I think so. If I'm gonna do the free admission thing, I might as well just keep all the rides free. Or I'm going to charge admission. Sorry, if I'm going to charge admission, I might as well keep all the rides free. Sometimes the campaigns do start you out with some some little wiggly wobbler decoration things, but I don't need those, so I'm going to delete those first chance I get. There's currently nothing to do in my park, which is unfortunate. I need to make a path here. And yeah, so the basic gist of the game is to create a park, an amusement park, and of course hit like a certain milestone in terms of, in terms of number of guests, or the amount of income you get, or park rating / guest happiness, etc. Yeah, so far it's been exceptionally well. The only really challenging portion that I have dealt with is having to wait for let me see, I'm gonna put this here. Having to wait for the for my money to come back up to be able to build stuff, because certain especially when you get to the roller coaster portions, things get really expensive. They get really, really expensive. And sometimes those roller coasters can cost like 10 grand or more, depending on the location, depending on the terrain, so on and so forth. So yeah, it gets a little hairy in terms of having to wait. I don't want this here. I want that here. No, stop doing that. Stop that. Nope, stop. I was using the wrong thing. I was using the wrong path. I do that sometimes. Okie dokie. Oh, I forgot. We need some basics here. We need some restrooms going on here, because people gotta go to the bathroom. You know, that's important. This was another tip that I picked up, is that you can charge 10 cents or 10 pence. Yes, you actually can have different currencies for the bathroom. People don't mind, because that's super cheap, and you gain, you know, just a little bit of blobbly schmoobledoo income. I can word this, swear. All right, let's do techno style. Another thing that I like to do is putting the inspection time for every 10 minutes, so that way, in theory, it has less chance of breaking down. But they'll still end up breaking down regardless of what you do. Anywho's, I'm usually not this uniform with my building. I usually just kind of place stuff wherever I can and wherever is possible. I need a. Oh, I don't have it yet. Wow. I need an information kiosk, but I don't have that. Usually, I like to put that right at the front of the park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's another thing. Usually you want to like bump up the price of the food and stuff by 50 cents. And then people also like to have sitting area. If I can find it. Good lord. Boink. Boink. And then, yeah, we'll just put some seats here. Why the heck not? Put some here. And here. Yeah, I really don't much care for these street lights. It doesn't really matter, because the time of day never changes. Although there is, with the RCT2, and that is basically a mod, they added on some very useful functions. One of which is you can have like a daylight cycle, which I haven't tried yet, actually. But it sounds pretty cool, and it would certainly make use of the street lamps and stuff. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not very good with that. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm really bad at, is trying to figure out the distance. Because of the isometric view, it's kind of hard sometimes for me to determine where, how close or how far things are. And I have a tendency, especially recently, with the challenging parks, to completely mess up. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, I built this. I made this. I remember this. The snake too. Yeah. Oh my god. Wait, why is... Oh, it's mirrored. Oh, I see. I was clicking the wrong thing. Oh my god. I was thinking about this the whole time when I was playing RCT2, and I was like, man, whatever happened to those rides that I built? Oh my god, the Snake 2. I remember, I think... I can't remember, but I think the Snake 1 was one that I made. I don't think it was like a default one, which, you know, essentially what I'm looking for here is like a default build that I can just plop down and you know, forget about it. But, yeah, I think I made the Snake 1, and I think I completely messed up the creation of it, and, yeah, it crashed. The roller coaster trains crashed, and when that happens, that is not a good thing. Surprisingly, that's not a good thing. Oh, that looks really cool. That actually looks super cool. That is really expensive, though. Why does it get a 9.8 intensity rating? Holy moly. Yeah, usually I try to, especially because there was a campaign that required me to do this, I try to look for coasters that have at least a 6 in excitement rating. And I try to look for something that doesn't have so high of a nausea rating. Or intensity rating, sorry. Well, both, whatever. This one actually looks really cool, this blue one. Never seen that. Oh my god, 9.3. Good lord. 24. It cost $24,000 to build. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any here that aren't like insane in terms of like nausea rating and stuff? I think it's just like, I think it's proportional. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find anything that's like really high excitement and like really low nausea. I don't think that's possible. All right, this one seems kind of cool. Mischief. All right, let's try this one. Spin it around. See, this is why I need the information kiosk, because they sell umbrellas. Because as you can tell, every so often it will rain, and once it rains and people need umbrellas, you know, they gotta get under shelter. Because nobody likes to stand in the rain. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Also, I have to work within the confines of... See, this fencing here... Let me zoom in really close. This fencing here is essentially the border of where I can build. So, as you can see, like, if any part of this is outside of that border, it won't let me build. Because land is not owned by Park. So I need to move it within the borders, and then you can kind of see where it's going to place. This is incredibly inconvenient. The way that it kind of sticks out just that little bit on the top. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Well, actually, oh wait, this kind of works. Oh, the entrance is right in... Okay, yeah, we can make this work. Oh yeah, we're making this work. We are making this work. Alright, let's do... Let's do... Exit... I really have to think about this. That's like another... Oh, that's the entrance, whoops. Actually, you know what, that's fine. Yeah, put the entrance there. Put the exit... Yeah, let's put the exit here, and then... We'll kind of... Yeah, we'll kind of do this, and then we'll kind of branch it off again. Whoops, not that way, not that way. Oh god, stop, stop! Stop coming over here! That's another thing, is it takes me forever to make a decision. So yeah, a lot of times I just kind of sit there and I don't decide on these things. I'm very bad at it. Alright, I want to make this a decently sized queue line because this is going to be incredibly popular. Alright, let's do rock style. And 10 minutes. And how many trains can we do? One, there's only 7 cars. Okay, it's kind of limited to that. You can change the colors and stuff, which I love doing, but I'm not going to do just yet. Because I really want to just get it open and started. Oh, hey, the Ferris wheel is available now. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to... Oh, shoot. I forgot I wanted to, yeah, let's do that. Transport... No, we don't need that. Gentle Ride Roller Coaster Shops and Stalls. Oh, well, let me do throw rides. No! Alrighty, no big deal. Oh, yeah, and then whoops, whoa, maximum funding, not minimum funding. What are we, noob? This isn't what we, no, we're not noobs here. Although I am pretty noob at this game. I don't think I'm particularly very good at it, but I do really enjoy playing this game. It's just, I don't know, it's just really just a fun, relaxing little thingy for me to do. Usually it doesn't stress me out, but sometimes I do get a little panicky when I feel like I'm kind of on the clock a little bit in terms of, like, you know, build limitations, or, you know, when I have to complete a certain campaign or whatnot. Also, yeah, this is another thing, is you really want to focus on making rounded paths that don't have dead ends, because people do not too much care for that. Alright, now that we have a roller coaster, let me bump up the price of the admission a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's right, it was advertising. Haha, I forgot. Okie dokie. Oh, that's right. So I have this recording. This is a little something new that I'm doing. I have this recording set up where I'm actually listening to music right now, but you can't hear it. Isn't that amazing? Wow. Technology has come so far. Anywho. Yeah, let's do... Can I put the eggs... Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Let's do... Wait, no. Push this back a little bit. And then... Yeah. Okay, yeah, that should work. Okay. 10 minutes. Do the music. Sure, pirate style, why not? It is a swinging pirate ship. And then path. Okie dokie. And the reason why I did that with the music is because I didn't want to distract from the actual game noise. What am I doing? 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 Oh. I was like, wait, why won't that delete? There was nothing there. There was nothing there. Silly me. Your park entrance fee is too high. Reduce entrance. Okey-dokey. Alright, fine. Whatever. I thought I could get away with it because, you know, I got a roller coaster now. But apparently not. People are going to be really finicky about it. Jeez. Dokey. So again, we don't want any dead ends. So I'm going to put a do not entrada sign here. Let's put some little Q-line TVs. Hey! Q-line TVs. So that... Where am I? So that people don't get bored when they while they're waiting in line for the thing. Why is nobody on this ride? What are these people thinking? What do you guys think about mischief, huh? What's wrong with the mischief, huh? What's the problem here? Huh? Why don't you tell me what the problem is? Jeez. Trying to make a nice, fun, family-friendly park, and you guys are being all, I don't want to ride the roller coaster. I don't want to ride the one cool roller coaster that's here. Yeah, let's just have the max waiting time. Why would I wait for 3/4 load? That makes no sense. I mean, maybe it does make sense in like the purview of, you know, whoever designed this, and like maybe that's the way that it's supposed to work. I have no idea, but I don't know. Waiting for 3/4 load seems like such a strange thing to me. It's like either just like time it or just wait for the full load. What's 3/4 load? Whatever. Anyways, all right. So how we doing? Okay, we're at a 792. That's very good. I have 232 guests, and we're only 2 months in to this fiscal year or whatever it is. Each year only goes from March to October. The beginning of March to the end of October. So once October 31st comes around, that is the end of year one, and that is my goal. I gotta get, what was it, 250 guests in your park at the end of October year 1 with park rating at least 600. So we got the park rating going. That is no problemo. But I do need some more. I need some bodies in here. Okie doke. Mischief was great. Just looking at Mischief makes me sick. Well, I'm sorry. I don't have any other... I'm tired. That's not my point. That's not my fault. What the heck? Maybe I'll get, is there... Because there's, like, junior roller coasters, which are a little bit easier. No, there's a classic mini roller coaster. Okay. I guess I can build one of those, like, next to it. Maybe over here or something. Anywho's. But, yeah, my focus right now is really just to get the, everything going. In terms of... Boink, boink. In terms of getting that achievement, and what have you. Here's a good question. Can I put the exit here? Oh, I can. Nice. Okie dokie. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, every 10. And then we'll do some little, yeah, summer style. Why not? Which, if you guys are wondering why you're not hearing music in the game either, it was because I really had to turn that off. That, like, the music from the rides and stuff gets really irritating after a while. So I have the music playing, and the guests are hearing it, but I'm not, which is, you know, that's by design. And by that I mean my design. Also, information kiosks just became available, but I wanted to change the colors on this. Oh, that looks so cool. Give me like maybe a silvery color. Is that like silvery? No, that's not silver. I guess that's as close to it as I really wanted to make it look like gold and silver. That looks kind of cool. That looks really cool. All right, we got information kiosk. That is essential to any good park. Let's bump this up a little bit. Bump that up quite a bit. Boom, boom. Oakley dokley. Now people can buy umbrellas for their heads. Oh, sweet. Okay, now the line is filling up. Good, 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 good. Okay, yeah, all the lines are doing just fine. All right, let's build, 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 build. Keep on building. Okay, we'll do the twist. Oh, whoops, I already did that. Shoot. Okay, well, I did 2 gentles and 2 thrill rides, and I only have 1 roller coaster, so you know what that means? That means I gotta build another roller coaster. And because, again, because of the campaign that I did specifically for this, I do like to aim for different types of roller coasters. I don't know if that increases like the appeal of the park or not, but it just seems like a good habit to get into. Okay, this one doesn't look too bad. That one's a 590 on intensity. Is there anything lower than that? No, that's the lowest it gets. Alright, so then let's do that. We'll do the crazy caterpillar. Why is this on supports? Don't know. But you know what? I don't even care. Take that. Oh, clear. I can't move it. God, if I could just move it forward 1 more block. Why? How could this happen to me? Alright, entrance here, exit here. How unfortunate. It's 1 block away. Alrighty. Whatever, I'll just, you know, let's put some little sit-in places here. Oh, right, I should probably put sit-in places here, too. Just in case. Definitely need more trash cans. Because we don't want people littering. Certainly not. Because people can and will do that. If you don't have enough trash cans around and people are walking around with various items, especially food and such, yeah, they'll just drop it on the ground. They'll just drop it on the ground, and that makes the overall appeal of your park go down. I was like to really just focus on this. 10. Music. Let's do rock style 2. And then, yeah, that's fine. Okay, open. Okay, now can I increase the price of the park? By 2? My goodness, there's a lot of stuff to do now. Like, hello? What the heck? Oh, that would help if I made an entrance. Lol. Lol, 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 lol. Whoops, what just happened there? That is unacceptable. That is illegal, is what that is. Let's just do this. Let's go boink, boink, boink. Actually, no. And yeah, it'll move the supports out of the way for you, but I just kind of don't like that. I don't know, it makes me feel like it's like more... It's like structurally unsound if you do that. That's probably not the case, but in my mind it is, okay? It's just how it is in my mind. Alrighty, let's wait for... Yeah, sure, whatever, just keep it moving. Oh, that should be fine. Let's see. Crazy caterpillar. Maybe just put a little green on there. That looks kind of cool. I mean, what if I did white here? Okay, and then I did sort of bright green and yellow. And make it like a darker green here. No. What if I did purple? Oh my goodness, wow. That's really vibrant. That is really, really out there. No, that's a little bit too... That really blends in with the grass. Okay, that one's actually kind of cool. That one's kind of nice. I like that. Oh, okay, yeah, I like this one. I like that one. That one's good. Now, let's look at the colors on this. Let's see. So we got... What is it? The track is black? Oh, wow. That's actually kind of crazy. Was this called Mischief? I'm trying to think of like what kind of colors would look mischiefy. Blue. Oh my God! My eyes! My eyes! Oh my lord! That looks kind of like a birch kind of color. That's tan. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of fine with that. Let's see. What can I do with the color here? Actually, let's do like a sort of lighter blue. What was it before red? Try this light pink. Okay, that actually kind of... Yeah, I kind of feel like that kind of works. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's open up some more stalls here. What else we got? Restrooms. Restrooms are important. People gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, put another one right here. Because if you don't put enough bathrooms, people start going, oh, I can't find the bathroom. I really have to go. And you can see that in the general thoughts and stuff. Yeah, see, this park's really clean and tidy. Mischief was great. Twist One was great. I'm not hungry. I feel sick. I want to go on something more thrilling than Merry-Go-Round 1. Jeez. Bunch of picky pickies. Oh, here we go. We got an icy stand. Let's put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom, done. Okie dokie. Alright, doing well. Alright, we're up to 379 guests. Park rating of 857. Alright, looking very good. We're only halfway through the year. Actually, less than... Wait. No, halfway, yeah. Halfway through the year. Close enough. Okie dokie. So unfortunately we're hitting some deficits here, which is not... Honestly, not really important. Oh, that reminds me. Whoops. I need to hire another one of you. Another one of you. Might as well hire 2. Why the heck not? And then, sure. Keep the people happy. What is this guy dressed as? Is that a Viking? Oh, a knight. Alright, fine. We'll just keep the knight costume. Give this guy the Roman costume. You know, because we're out in, the woods. You know, it's kind of like a... Maybe it's got sort of like a Renaissance festival feel to it, you know? Oh, whoops. Whoa, I didn't even see that. Whoopsies. And little things like that don't really matter. It's just, you know, a visual nuisance. The guests in the park generally do not care if you just have like a path in the middle of nowhere. Unless they're the ones walking on the path to the middle of nowhere, then they care a lot, because they're like, wait, where am I? How do I get home? How do I get back? Help me! Okie doke. Just making sure I got plenty of seats. Plenty of garbage cans. It's kind of a good habit to just kind of plop these things down. Let's give some little teachy TVs here, which are not actually teachy TVs. I'm just being funny and adorable. I assume these TVs are like, because you can't like really see anything on them. It's just a flat, static image or something. I don't even know. I don't even know if they're on. But I assume there is some sort of either like a hype video or something, like hype videos that they show on these TVs, like maybe like the park made up, like, you know, videos to get people excited and stuff. Or maybe if it's some sort of camera that's like watching the actual roller coaster in motion and getting people excited for what they're about to experience. Okie dokie. So now it's not whining at me that the park fee admission price is too high. So it seems like we're doing fine here. I'm going to bump it up $1 more. See how that goes. And then later on, I will bump it up another $1. So yeah, another thing about littering is that sometimes when people get off rides, especially if they have like a high intensity or high nausea rating, they'll start feeling sick. And I did show that. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of people that I feel sick right now. And if they feel sick enough, they'll actually throw up. They will throw up on the ground. And then, yeah, that's another thing that you need your handyman for to clean up. Now, RCT2, oh, see, there's a barf right there. Barf! Somebody clean it. Oh, here he comes. There he goes. He's cleaning. There he goes. Yep, he got it. Took care of it. Took care of that problem right away. I totally forgot what I was saying just now. But another thing is having high-intensity rides away from food stands is also a good idea. Although I did see something that says having drink stands is a good call to help people not feel nauseous after the fact. So I'm actually going to test that theory, that game theory. I'm going to plop this down. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin it around. I just want to make sure that it's actually being... Yeah, people can actually get to it. Seems like... Yeah, it looked like somebody walked up to it and then decided not to get something. You know, I wonder. I feel like I should have rotated it now that I think about it, because it's right next to the bathroom. So let me do that. Let me rotate it this way and then open it again. Boink, boink. Oh no, I can't really see it that well. I think it looks like it's able to be gotten to and stuff. I just really want to see that first sale, just to verify that it is, in fact, able to be gotten to. In the meantime, wow, these queue lines are getting pretty big indeed. Let me see, how many people are on the queue line? 43, and this allows 32 people on the line. So right now, it's actually a pretty good ratio. What I like to do with the queue lines, first of all, with roller coasters, I feel like I generally want to make them long. But secondly, I like to have the queue line, like the amount of people that are able to wait in the queue line, I like that to be at most 3 times the amount of people that can be on the ride at once. So if this is a 28-person ride, you'd think 56, say for what, 84. So like 84 people in the queue line is like a good number. Because people aren't generally waiting too long to get on this ride. That's another thing. How long does this usually take? The ride time is 1.5 minutes. So they're waiting 90 seconds, the queue moves forward, and then another 90 seconds, the queue moves forward again. So they're not really waiting super long, but this does seem like this might be a queue line that I'm going to have to trim down a little bit later, especially if people start thinking, I've been sitting in the queue for Mischief forever. Or what is it they say? For ages. I've been waiting in queue for Mischief for ages. Once that happens, then you got to reduce your queue lines, because you don't want anybody to be upset or nothing. No, certainly not. All right, let's put this up. I like the observation tower, but it is generally a very unpopular ride, like to the point where I usually have to do the free. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 75 feet, 85, 95, 105. Let's do 115. That sounds good. Where I generally have to do the free what's it? Thingy? What's it called? Marketing, the vouchers for a free ride. I usually have to do the free ride vouchers for the observation tower because nobody wants to go on it. Now, if I was in an amusement park, I would actually want to do that. I would totally go on a ride like the observation tower. Does that make me boring? I don't know. I do. Okay, we'll do gentle style for this one. Gentle style. 10 minutes. Okay, open this bad boy up. Duck. Also, I just remembered I'm not getting wined at again for the admission price. So I just placed another ride down. So let's bump it up $1 more. And then, why did I see like 1 million different vouchers? There's free entry, free rides on the particular, half price entry. Okay. That's usually one that I don't see. Oh, right. But I usually don't see the vouchers for free entry to the park. Because a lot of the different campaigns, they have it automatically set so that the admission is free. And then you charge, the prices on the rides. Usually when that happens, it's like locked. Like you can't change the price of admission. Like it's stuck on free. So you have to work around that and charge people for the rides. So let's do the free rides. We'll do the thing I just said. And we'll do observation tower, do 6 weeks. Let's do half price entry, another 6 weeks. Free food or drink. Let's do drinks, 6 weeks. And let's do an advertising campaign for Mischief. Hop on down to, what is this called? Forest Frontiers for Mischief. I can just imagine that, like, playing on the radio. Ride the new Mischief. Oh, my goodness. This Sunday. See Bigfoot take on Gravedigger. Oh, man, I used to hear those all the time. Florida, such a big monster truck area. Boy, they really love their monster. I never actually went to a monster truck show, so I don't really get the appeal. I mean, I've seen like videos and stuff. Yeah, they look kind of cool, but I don't know if that's something I'd actually want to like go and watch. Do I want to go with pink or should I just stay with the yellow? Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Okay, yeah, I'm actually kind of feeling that. We'll do gray on the tower there. Okie dokie. All right, everything's looking pretty good. There's really not that many people in line for the merry-go-round, which is a little unfortunate. But again, I don't really. Oh my God, this queue line. It's 89 people. I can hold 32, so you think 64, 80... No, 94. No, 64... No. 64, 96. My God. 96. My brain derped there. Okay, so 90, so we got 86 in the line. And it looks like it can hold, like, maybe, what, 4 or 5 more people, so that's like 90? Yeah, that's like right on the... That's right on the money, essentially. We got 62 people waiting here, 28 on the ride. Again, I do want to just kind of keep an eye out, make sure that people aren't saying, I've been waiting in line for Mister forever. Unbelievable. God, these big babies, they're like, I want to go on something more thrilling than Ferris Wheel 1. What's wrong with Ferris Wheel? What's wrong with Ferris Wheel, huh? I like the Ferris Wheel. Jerks. Anyway. Let me tab out for just a second, because I wanted to make sure I'm still recording. Alright. Alrighty. Yeah, nothing wrong with the Ferris wheel. Come on. I always like going on the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel's fun. It's especially like it's a really good like end of the day sort of ride. You know, like once you're ready to go home and you're kind of winding down from all the excitement, you're like, you know what? Let's go on the Ferris wheel. You know, one last ride before we leave. You know, and in that sense, having a position in the front of the park is good, but also, like it's good in the sense that like when people are leaving, they'll hopefully see it. But when they're coming in, then they're like, oh man, I want to do something more exciting with the Ferris wheel. Yeah, that's what they sound like. Anyways, what was I was just thinking of doing something. Oh god, what was it? What was it? I can't remember. Oh no. I was looking at this, and then I started talking about the Ferris wheel. Oh dear. Oh, that was it. Yeah. I can't remember if this was actually in RCT1 or not, but like these 3D signs are actually really cool. I like the 3D signs. I like just kind of plopping them down. There we go. There's a mischief for you. And then put one here. Oh, nope. Let's rotate it so that it's facing this way. Perfect. The crazy caterpillar. I love the crazy caterpillar. My favorite ride. What did I color the? Oh, pink, right? Because you can color the signs. Let's do that green color for it. And then, yeah, yellow's fine. And then for this, let's do white, maybe? Let's see how it looks. Yeah, okay, that actually looks kind of cool. I like that. Alright. Wasn't there... It was a new ride, wasn't there? It unlocked something new. Oh, there's a haunted house now. Okay. I don't have any new throw rides. Looping roller coaster, I think, was the thing I saw. No new stalls. Miniature railroad. I've never actually built one of these. I've built the monorail. I've built the chairlift. I've never actually built a miniature railroad. And I guess, you know, this is essentially like the monorail where you want to build one side of the station, like near the front, and then build the other side of the station, like near the end of the park, so that people can get, you know, from point A to point B real quick. But it's really not necessary for this particular campaign. In other ones where the parks are like really big, then yeah, definitely. But yeah, in this case, absolutely not. No. All right, let's do the spiral maze. This is another one that I really like. I like the maze. I feel like this is probably not a particularly popular thing. Just going, you know, through the little hedge maze. But I like the hedge maze, okay? So deal with it. God. Okie dokie. This really does not need to be inspected. I've never seen the maze breakdown Just have a bunch of people at once. And let's see. Yeah, one more. Okay. Okay, and then we'll open this up. Boink. What was the other thing? Oh, the haunted house. Haunted house is a good one too. Let's see. We'll put the entrance here and the exit here. Doke. You know what? While I'm at it, I just thought of this. Let me place another bathroom down again, just in case. Just in case. Oh, whoops! Oh, darn it! I forgot to charge for the other restrooms. Usually, I like to, you know, immediately tick same price throughout park, so that every time you build a restroom, it automatically sets it, you know, to this much. But that's not a huge deal. Alrighty. So we're into September, so we've got one more month, and we have absolutely shattered the goal here. What was it again? It was 250 guests. Yeah, we're up to almost 700, and a park rating of at least 600, and we're up to, what was it? Almost 900. Wow. Yeah, absolutely shattering this. Shattering, I say. Alright, let's not make the haunted house line too long. Okay. Every 10. We'll do the spooky music. Also, yeah, one of the rides just broke down, but yeah, it's already back. Wait, was it the... Oh, no, it was the merry-go-round. That's right. I thought it was the Ferris wheel. I wasn't really paying too much attention. I was focusing on talking, which takes a lot of my attention, and and building this haunted house. I think we're solid here. There's only, you know, less than 2 months until the first year is finished out, and yeah, I think we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, baby. How is that? How those marketing campaigns are? They only got a few weeks left. And by that I mean 1, and then 2 for the other one. Okay, let me... How are we doing with this? Wait, how many... It got some total profit. Wow, I'm barely making anything off of that. That's kind of weird. The suspended swinging coaster. I really don't think that that's necessary. But, I'll consider it. Also, so we got a bathroom here, 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 and here. I am wondering if I should place a bathroom here. Yeah, again, just in case. Because people get really, really crazy about the bathroom. Once they have to go, then it's just like, oh man, I need the bathroom. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Why are people just randomly saying, I'm tired? I don't remember ever seeing that. Aw, look at he's sleepy. I don't remember ever seeing that. Cash in pocket. This guy only spent $10. No. Drink a can of soda and get back in here and spend some more money. Spend money. Okay, there goes all the marketing campaigns. Alright, boink, boink, boink. Yeah, no thoughts, head empty on Mischief, apparently. Alright, let me restart the campaign on the free... Actually, you know what? Here, let me do... Whoops, what am I... I'm not even looking at the right thing. Marketing campaign on... the ice creams, whatever. Free ice. Who doesn't want free ice cream? Come on. Come on. Also, let me put maybe a couple more benches down. Yeah, there's appears to be some limited seating quantity going on here. Where are we? Oh, here we are. One here, one here. Should be fine. Okay, close that out. And then let's do the half-price entry thing again. 6 weeks. Boom, boom. And then let's advertise. No, not the park. Eh? Oh, it's still going. I was gonna say, why can't I do an advertising campaign? Dokie. Yeah, this is incredibly, epically popular. I do like how, and again, you know, like I said, I usually don't make things, the pathways and stuff, this uniform, especially because of the way that some of the maps are laid out. There's been like a couple of specific instances where the maps are in a really, really awkward shape, and they're on like hilly terrain like this, or they or they're in like there was one where it was just a big circle and there was just a huge lake in the middle. So that one was really hard to design the path around and place rides down. But that one was, you know, that was a good challenge in terms of, you know, making me figure out where exactly I can allocate space for my rides, and, you know, and shops and stalls and all that stuff. You know, and again, playing through the Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 campaigns has taught me a lot of new stuff that I did not know the first time I was playing this game. Like, I was just abysmal at this game. I really... Oh, see, here it is. I've been queuing for ages. Yeah, people are starting to complain about the queue. I would usually just spend most of my time just kind of... Not really, like, messing about, but just kind of, like, focusing on, you know, let me put down... you know, let me put down some flowers and stuff, and, you know, make this look nice, and... You know, just kind of finish out the look of the park and stuff, and not really focusing on the actual, you know, the rides, like the income, and, you know, what I'm actually supposed to be doing. I'm just like, hey, you know, these flowers are really nice, and, you know, so I'm gonna place these down, and then the next thing I know, I failed my mission because it took too long. I was too busy planting rose bushes and not planting rides down. Anywho, alright, so we got a little bit of flowers down now, and make it look pretty. You actually can get an award for, like, most beautiful park, if you have, like, you know, a lot of foliage and decoration and flora and stuff. Yeah, that tends to do it. Oh boy, I'm wondering if I should reduce this queue. This queue is kind of intense, 100 and something people on the queue, and what did it say? It was like a 28-person ride? 28, yeah, that was 28, 56, what did I say, 84, right? And it's 100 and something. Oh no. Yeah, the queue line I made a little bit long. I do have a tendency to do that too, where I make the queue lines just over long. Yeah, sorry everybody, I'm gonna have to close it down for a sec. I would just go straight in and fix the queue line while people were waiting, but that tends to, like, completely derp out their AI, and they will just start wandering about and just get completely lost. And in that case, that not only does that make your park rating go down, but it also, you manually have to pick each individual person up and bring them over to the actual, an actual path. I like how my little sheriff here is, you know, just taking his sweet time. Come on. Okay, let's just delete that and this, and then do that. And I think that should be fine. Yeah, I think that's good. That was, I think that was enough. Okay, reopen. We're back open for business. Back open for business. Ooh, the spinning wild mouse. It's another roller coaster. Some of these roller coasters are things that I've never seen of, or like seen or heard of in real life. Like, there was like the Virginia Reel, where it's kind of like a big wooden roller coaster like this, but people can spin the cars around while the coaster is going, like the teacups ride, but in a roller coaster fashion. And I'm just like, oh my god, who actually has the guts to do that? Certainly not me. I would like, first of all, I am just not a roller coaster person. I get really, really queasy on rides. Not to the point where, you know, I'm gonna like throw up or whatever. You know, like some of these people where they come off the ride, they're like, I feel sick, you know, and I'm turning green, and I'm gonna barf like this guy. But it's just like I kind of feel like if the G-forces are a little bit too much, and I'm kind of a lightweight with that, I feel like I will like faint. I feel like I'm gonna faint. There's been a few times where I've panicked, and my mom has too. You know, we've been on like the same rides together, whatever. And we both would panic, and would be like, "Stop the ride, please! Shut the ride down. We want to get off." Yeah, we're those kind of carnival goers, the ones who beg for the ride to end because it's too intense. See, this is why I like the observation tower and the Ferris wheel. That's where my jam is. Merry-go-round is fun too. Merry-go-round is pretty cool. I mean, I do like some of the, you know, the more thrilling rides, like stuff like this. I've done this ride before. This one was a little intense for me too, but I kind of put up with it when I was younger. What was the other one? The Gravitron. That's another big one. I don't remember if that ride is actually in this game, but it's basically a circular thing. And it starts to, while you're inside of it, it's, you know, it's got a closed off roof, and as it's spinning, you kind of get the sensation where you're like, where the ride is just kind of like, it's kind of like turning, and you're kind of like, your back, instead of being against the wall, is like now pointed down, and like the backboards slide up as well. So you kind of slide up and down on the ride as it goes really fast. Well, slide up and then you stay in that position. It's not like you're going up and down constantly. You slide up and you're staying there. That one's definitely one of my favorites. So yeah, once again, nobody wants to ride the observation tower. Everybody hates it. Everybody just can't stand the observation tower. It's just big boring, apparently. Big fat boring. Also, I cannot believe that I've been recording for, at least when I started recording, for almost an hour now. I did not think that this was going to take this long. But yeah, some of these missions that I've been doing for Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 took me a ridiculous amount of time. Like, it would take me all day to get through some of the recent ones that I did. There was the Alpine Adventures. That one took me to, you know, a snowy area, and it had a bunch of like hilly, snowy mountains that you had to work around and stuff. And what was that one? That one you had to acquire a certain amount of ride income for you to win the scenario. Which I did eventually, you know, but it took a while. I think I was deep into year 5 before I actually got it. It was like $10,000 worth of ride profit per month. Yeah, got there eventually. I mean, all you have to do is just keep building and building and building, and you'll, you know, keep gaining and gaining and gaining income. And it's just, you know, it's just a waiting game. You just got to wait, and then you win. Win, win, win. There it is. I was trying to time that, but it just took forever. Yay, there it is. At least 250 guests in your park at the end of October Year 1 with park rating of at least 600. I do love that, how once you complete the scenario, all the little people, they stop what they're doing, then they just give you a little round of applause. And so that's it. Yeah. Again, you know, I didn't... Oh, hey, and now we started being profitable. Nice. Yeah, I can start paying off this loan. But yeah, so, you know, if ever I wanted to come back and play this again, you know, all I gotta do is save game, save it as, and then boom, you know, then I can just load it up, and, yeah, here it is. Yeah, just load it up, and boom, I'm back in. So, you know, if ever I wanted to expand on this, or, you know, do something else with it, I can just jump back in and go straight for it. I completed the scenario, and now it's just free play, essentially. So yeah, like I said, this has been going on for an hour. I did not think it was going to take that long, but I think that's a good place to stop. So I think that's going to be it for this gameplay video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. While it's new, please give it a hype on mobile devices. And please go ahead and subscribe using the subscribe button down below. And if you would like to take your generous support a little bit further, you can go ahead and join as a channel member. And you will receive a whole slew of awesome perks. I promise you will not be disappointed. So thank you all so much for watching. Of course, it starts to rain again. I will see you all next time.